All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. I was talking. That's what I do. I talk to a lot of people, and people keep telling me that they have totally lost faith in the union. I was talking to that row B that I had on my live the other day, and unfortunately they lost. They lost by a substantial amount. And, you know, people have their freedom of choice, and that's okay. But the fact of the matter is that the USPS union is bleeding its members, not because of management, no, but because its own workers have lost faith, pay raises that don't keep up, ignored grievances, and a leadership that's still not listening to you. This is not just for the NALC, this is for every single craft. Engagement is at an all-time low. Nobody's showing up to the meetings, and the people that are there and the people that are in my comments keep saying it's a sinking ship unless the people that are sitting up top start to read the room. Here's what's really happening. But before we get into that, yes, Jay got some ink, and I couldn't wear a regular shirt. I try not to show my arms much, but it was really hurting, so now I gotta be in this damn shirt. Nonetheless, I was gonna do a video, and I'm probably gonna do a live maybe tomorrow evening, and we just gonna have people call in. It's gonna be your vent session, and see if you guys all feel similar, or if you feel like the people are just whining and crying like bitches. That's kind of what some of you feel like. Feel like the people are crying like bitches. But here's what it is. The actual worker bees, feel helpless. The people say that according to what you guys are talking about and all the different not the supervisors, but the people sitting in the union tops, they say that less than 30% of members attend the union meetings in a bunch of the locals. Why? Well, here's why. It's because they feel like nothing changes anyway. That's what the comments are saying. Nothing's going to change anyway. I did a video and I said, y'all stop complaining because you put your best foot forward. But the workers are saying that people are possibly ignoring the votes. They're dismissing their complaints. They have low trust. They have fewer participants. They feel like their union is weak, and the contracts are horrible. They're getting worse contracts. The contract look like, it's not keeping up. It's not gonna look like it. It is what it is. It's not keeping up. The leadership won't read the damn room. I don't understand why some people feel tone deaf. Like Renfro celebrating a 1.3% raise while inflation is over 15% in 3 years. 1.3% raise, but the inflation is at 15%. This is also where table 1 and table 2 tend to be a little bit off. A lot of the table 2 people are really upset. I'm not going to say all the table 1, but the table 1 people, they're a little, they lived a decent life when they got into the post office. That's what happened. They came in, they were able to start a decent career. They were able to take care of home and buy a home. The table 2, for those that are sitting at table 1, they can't buy a home. You cannot buy a home at $20 an hour. It's just that reality. You ignore the unions are ignoring the fact that people have to work overtime. Nick, you don't even see Nick no more. Where's mailman Nick? He works 128 hours a week. Where's he at? I don't know. He takes a half-hour break. He goes home, takes a nap, and makes a 2-second video. Hey, this is mailman Nick. Follow me. Come on now. The union top, the leaders, they fly all over the country to their conventions while the local people are begging for support. There are still people in the comment section saying that they're homeless. Is it because they don't know how to spend their money, or just their money is not keeping up? Here's where the tone deafness of the people that are complacent. They don't see it. I don't know. They act like it's still 1985. They have old school tactics and they feel like, well, it's worked for us this long. But today's workers are desperate for a change. This is speaking directly to the unions. All of them. You have to read the room. I don't know if you understand. A majority of the people that are in the leadership are table one. They are. But the only weapon that the people are having left, and read the comments, every one of my videos for the last month and a half, 2 months, all I keep hearing is that members are withdrawing from the union. They want to withhold their dues. That's their only weapon that they have left. Hundreds, maybe thousands are dropping in the membership. And they keep saying, why am I paying for no representation? The union tries to block them when they want to opt out of their union dues. They want to sit there and say, well, what do you want your anniversary date for? And then they won't give them the form necessary, but don't worry, you stick around. I actually recorded how you can get your own form and explain it. So I'm dropping that in this video. I didn't want to do it, but I'm not going to be that guy to hold anybody back. Am I anti-union? Absolutely not. But I do believe that if you are forcing your members, jamming your members to accept and say that they are wrong for voting their conscience, and you're saying that you run the show, but you're not helping them, they should have the option. They should be aware. Again, I'm going to spread the knowledge. I'm going to give that information. And don't get it wrong. In my personal chat group, I have nothing but union members, number one. And one is a vice president, one is a president, one is a... Come on, man. But they understand. They understand. People are hurting. It's a slap in their face. I said this yesterday. The elections, they're worried about this next election. Because if Renfro is going to be representing them, do they have chance for change? Well, they saw what happens. They need the new people that are coming in there, and they want to reform the union and basically make it more user-friendly. Because if you're only getting 20 to 30% of members, don't you think there's a problem there? You're collecting the dues from 100% of the people, but only 30% show up. That don't seem to be a problem for you? Come on, seriously? Trying not to curse this one. Somebody said there's kids in the room. Transparency. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to aggressive bargaining? Whatever happened to the member control? The members are supposed to say, hey, this is what we want, and the people that were put in that place are supposed to listen. They're supposed to listen. The old guard tends to fight dirty. There's a bunch of accusations of voter suppression. People say, man, there's no way that we can get anything passed because they just got so many people in their pocket, from management to this and that. And then they want to work us late on this specific day. But that's the day that we have our union meetings, and they refuse to have Zoom. Come on, man. If you feel like the union is supposed to be strong and you united and this, that was strong and come on. If you really believe that, if you truly believe those slogans, make it accessible, make it welcoming to your members. You want to say, oh, the members are just crying and they're whining and they're bitching. So I got kids. That's what they did. Eventually they came around, they grew up, they learned their way. But if you don't take the time, being that you were specifically put in that place, you don't need to be there. If you don't want to take the time, a lot of the presidents, they're retired. A lot of vice presidents are retired. What else you got to do? They don't see you. Come on, let's talk about it. And here goes the best part about it. The stake of the union, the survival of our union. That means if we weaken, because these people are going to get this information, if we continue to weaken, that means our employer will override whatever it is these weak unions have to bargain with. You see what just happened. You got somebody up there that basically shoved the contract down some people's face. The next contract should be with the weak union. This guy's gonna say mandatory overtime, no raises. We're gonna be good. That sounds like a Renfro. That's his bargaining. We're just gonna accept whatever. Whatever happened to a pit bull? I see Corey jumped on James Henry's ticket. Vice, I see that. Boy, don't let that dude. Boy, that's a pit bull. That's a pit bull. For those of those soft unions that don't understand who a Corey Walton is, look him up. Maybe you should take a page out of that book. Learn what a fighter is, because you were put there to fight for your fellow workers. But there's nothing else that they can do at this point except for give up. But they shouldn't be giving up. Nobody should be sitting there saying, I want to withhold my dues. Nobody says I should be saying I want to get out the union because I feel betrayed. But the fact of the matter is, if the union won't listen, these people are going to make you listen. They either going to take their money and then the union weakens, or they're going to show up to the meetings. They're going to start to run for office. And if they run for office and they feel like they're being suppressed or blackballed, like I heard that term before, they're going to leave and take their union dues with them. So the key is, I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because I believe 100% we need the NALC. We need the APWU. We need the rural letter carrier something or another, and the mail handlers union. But the names we need strong people in there that's gonna fight. You want your members to show up. You do not want your members to be upset all the time, feeling that they are alone in a battle. Understand what I said in the beginning. Table 1 could start, and in 6 years they could buy a home. Table 2, barely making $25 an hour right now. Think about that. They just want equality, fairness amongst it all. There is nothing wrong with that. Renfro, there is nothing wrong with that. You're making $250,000 a year. There's so many people that want you out, but you keep smiling and smirking in their face. You slapped every single union member in their face by offering them that, giving them that. Well, a lot of people are happy. No, 30% are happy. 30%. That's who's left on that table 1. 30%. 30% of the people are left from that table 1. Think about that, man. The majority wants equality. What is wrong with it? I can't fathom why anybody that wants to sit at the top of a union and say, I want to represent my people, feel like your people are being greedy or they're whining because they want a living wage. A living wage. What is wrong with the living wage? Talk to me. This is JH, and I'm out. Well, really not a video I wanted to do. Go in your light blue, click my HR, then look for section where it says about human resources, employee development, forums, tools, and you look for forums library. And then up here, just punch in 1188 and search. Go down here, and as you can see, it says cancellation of dues. This is the form. And you can download the form yourself. You fill it out, print it up, and pretty much the rest is history. Make sure it's done correctly. You have a certain window of your annual date that you need to send this in. If it were me, and it was at one time, I made sure to send 3 copies, certified mail. I did one every 2 days. That way I knew I didn't miss it, just in case there was a delayed truck. And if that's what you wanted to do, then do it. And the addresses are all down at the bottom. So it covers everything. Mail Handlers Union, APWU, rural carriers, NALC, everything is there. All right. But I don't personally suggest it, but if you need to do, if you were to do it on your laptop at home, you go on your light blue, you go to My HR, and across the top, you will see where it says forms, and then you just punch in the form you want. Form number is right there. And that's it. That's it. That's it.